Architect Carmody Groarke worked with us on the exhibition design of Isabella Blow Fashion Galore. In the very early stages of research, it became apparent to us that Isabella Blow had at Hill's house in Gloucestershire a box hedge which in the centre was hollowed out, so all you see is trunks from the centre of the hedge. And she was shot in this scenario by Jürgen Teller, which you can see also in the exhibition. And when discussing this with Carmody Groarke, we really liked the fantasy elements, but also the secrecy of discovering this hollowed out space where you could stand. So when we were talking in the very early moments of design and the meetings with Shonagh Heath and Alistair O'Neill, we discussed how that could translate into a structure to look at silhouette. And it turns out that this was the end point that Carmody Groarke conceptually imagined, which is really fantastic, as actually it resembles very clearly a formal garden within a country estate. And in looking at Isabella's idea of silhouette and her creation of line, it actually made so much sense in her pruning of this silhouette, and how she created it is so many similarities between the way that you would prune or care to or tend to or consider a formal garden. So also Carmody Groarke obviously is working on the overall design of the exhibition, built the large structure in Alexander McQueen's autumn-winter 1996 collection. This was based on the Nicholas Hawksmoor design, Christchurch Spitalfields, and this was where Alexander McQueen showed his collection. So in looking at that, Carmody Groarke instantly reacted by the idea that they would build something very high, very tall, very grand, very impactful, dramatic, that would bring the visitors' attention to the fact that this collection was shown in a church. Interestingly, in another twist of fate, Carmody Groarke really responded and reacted well to this subject, as they had been up for tenure for the redesign of the basement at Christchurch Spitalfields. So it was a space they knew really well. And I think within that double height space of Somerset House, it really works because it's so lofty. And there's something very religious about that. And with the pew in the middle, the way the light is thrown makes it really quite ghostly.